Hello again. This is a nice old Duke Ellington tune called Just Squeeze Me. I think it's usually done in the key of F. I think on iReal Pro the original key is F, but this is B flat. It's a nice tune. As I said, I think it's often done in F, but this is in B flat. I'm going to post the backing track down below this video. It's referred to as female version. So I guess it's for the higher voice. Yeah, I mean, I could show it to you in B flat. Hopefully it would be of some use. Let's just walk through the chords. So it's going to be B flat, C minor, D minor, C minor, B flat. It's a nice walk up. D minor, G7, C minor 7 for a whole measure, F7 for a whole measure, B flat, G7. That's a 2-5-1, C minor to F7. Then the second A section, the same, C minor, D minor, C minor, B flat, C minor, D minor, G7, C minor 7, F7. Now we hang on the B flat major. changes to B flat 7. F minor, back to B flat 7, E flat, major. Going to C7. Change to C minor. F7, which is the 5, bringing us back to the 1. B flat, C minor, D minor, C minor, B flat, C minor, D minor, G7, C minor 7, F7, back to B flat. I'll show you the melody the way I have it written here. That's not the melody the way it's written. I have to remember all my B's and E's are flat. We're in the key of B flat. Yeah, so one thing to know is that the key of B flat, all the B's and E's are going to be flatted. 2, 3, 4. Something like that. I'm going to raise it up an octave. This part's a little difficult to play. It starts with a triplet. The second line there gives me a hard time to. Yeah, so let me get back to the single notes here. Picking up the garbage out there. Yeah, so a couple of things that occurred to me working on this one is instead of just running scales and arpeggios from the get-go, which kind of sounds like you're running scales and arpeggios, that's the drawback. What I tried with this one, since it was kind of a new tune when I was learning it, it was new to me, I just kind of played the chords and kind of hummed a melody, and I was whistling a melody. I found whatever I hummed or whistled, I found it was really simple. I mean, that's that when I started my solo, that's what I had hummed. And then I put a chord under it. So that's one idea, is just to kind of, especially with a tune that's new to you, just play through the chords, let yourself hum or whistle or sing. Notes, and then try to find the notes on the guitar. It turns out to be usually more musical than just going with fingerings that you've memorized, and for arpeggios and runs and scales and everything. Another thing that occurred to me, I was watching earlier today, there's a Joe Pass, it's bad sound quality because it's old and it's from a VHS, but Joe Pass had this great video called Jazz Lines, and it's basically just Joe Pass sitting there. He's saying, here's a bunch of lines on major, and then he just plays, you know, he plays all his Joe Pass lines. Then he says, here's a bunch of lines on minor, and then he does dominant 7. Then he does altered 7s. And then at the end, he does 2-5-1. So it's really cool if you have the patience to kind of listen to it, listen to what he's saying, and kind of pick out your favorite ones. I mean, years ago, I picked out, what was it, for a C major 7, I think. Just a nice line. I got the beginning of another one for C major, but I think I was too lazy or too occupied to get the rest of it. But it starts out, I like the way it starts out here. Kind of starts on the 9. That part is the one that I use a lot. But another thing that Joe mentions toward the very end of the tape is he's soloing over a 1 in minor. So he's actually soloing over C minor. And says to the camera, he just says, remember, when you're soloing over one chord like that, in the key of C minor, you can use the 5 chord to build your lines. And I think I had seen it years ago and I didn't really fully grasp what he was saying. But I think we all have a tendency, I know I certainly do, that if it's C minor, so simplistic and basic, I'm thinking I can only play the notes in the chord, or I'm thinking I can play a scale of some kind. But what he's saying is, like if you picture the chord C minor, okay, I'm in the wrong key. Let me try that again. So for C minor, I get confused because Joe was doing it over C minor, and this song has a C minor, but this song has C minor as the 2 chord. Let me try that again. This is the chord. Let's picture it as the 1 this time. He did a cool one, which was, kind of did a run where he landed on the 9. And then his idea here was, that's just like playing the notes out of a G7 and resolving it, even though the underlying chord in Joe's case was just C minor. Anyway, just a couple ideas. Hope you like the tune Just Squeeze Me by Duke Ellington. Let me know if you have any questions or comments. If you like this kind of stuff, be sure to subscribe if you haven't. If you found it amusing, bearable, or interesting in any way, or curious, just throw me a like. And talk to you next time. Keep playing. Have fun. Have a great day.